head. Get up, get out of bed. Live, love, laugh, and be happy.
Turn this up. Hi, everybody. It's Coach Roy Lee Pooterbaugh, Rooster Poot High School football coach, welcoming y'all to another edition of Saturday Morning Live up here. Wanted to let y'all know, first of all, before we bring in Craig O'Neill, we've had some problems up there in Rooster Poot. We had an Easter egg hunt that went off at 8 o'clock. I want to explain what happened because in case some of y'all had relatives up there in Rooster Poot and took your children to the Easter egg hunt, what happened? Well, we had to cancel it. Let me explain what's going on. In Rooster Poot, we use real eggs. We use real eggs up there in Rooster Poot, and they're dyed, hard-boiled and dyed. I mean, if you're going to be rooster with the chicken reference, you want to use real eggs, hard-boiled and dyed. We've done this for over 50 years, hard-boiled and dyed. Anyway, trouble is, after the signal from this morning's mascot, the Easter rooster, we ain't got no bunny costume up there. We can't afford it, and might as well use the high school mascot. So for the Easter rooster, on the signal, all the children were given the signal, and they all went out and started immediately looking for the eggs. Well, right after it started, I mean within the first 3 minutes, we had a 3-year-old kid who found an egg and ate it. And the trouble is, it was last year's egg, one of the last year's eggs that was not found. It had been sitting there and out there in that field for a whole year. Kid got sick. Kid's okay. But it meant calling an ambulance and people to come in. And so we decided to call it off. Only lasted 5 minutes, and again, I apologize. Kid's okay. Everybody's okay. But I think there's a lesson in this. If you're going to use real eggs, hard-boiled and dyed, make sure they're all found from the year before. So this won't happen to you. There you go. I do want to congratulate, though, high school senior Lynette Broadnack. She's a senior for the 9th straight year, and she won the egg decorating contest. She took a Sharpie, and she colored up the whole egg except for a little sliver at the very top, and it was her Eclipse Egg, and the judges loved it. So she won the $25 scholarship to the college of her choice, and she plans to go to Hendrix next year, and which means she only needs another $59,975 to go, and I'm glad we could help her. So there you go. We just found out, I just checked a message here, and I just found out that Jim Hardman is the one that hid that last year's egg that was so bad and caught. So, Jim, you're not, statute of limitations, you're not going to be sued. That's the latest from Rooster Poot. I do want to thank y'all for watching. If you'll excuse me now, I'm going to go in there and get Craig O'Neill, who put up all these wires and things just so you could hear that stuff. So, wish us luck up there in Rooster Poot. Come on up and see us. We have a great summer fun land for children. We've gotten the dents out of the bump 'em cars, so come on up. Thank you. Craig, come on in. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi. I don't even know where to look. Hi? Is this? Hi. That's a big ass microphone. Can you even hear me?
You can't say big ass on the podcast.
Yeah, Kev, it's yours. So I'm supposed to look there. You want me to do my thing, or am I too early?
No, you're fine.
You want me to use that?
I've got another microphone. Look here. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? We've got.
Yeah, they can see all these stupid wires. Look at all that. How's that getting shown?
Well, we bought Oops Insurance from my brother, who has the Libby, Montana office of Walnutto Arts and Entertainment.
And thank you, Phil. You've been a big help.
Thank you, Phil. And so.
We just love passwords. You know, passwords used to be a fun thing, like, how do you get into the club? Oh, you got to know the password. Or in a game, if you know the password, you get in the castle and the wizard gives you treasure. Now, you get an app. Anyway.
We got 2 microphones.
Do you want me to put that one on?
And one of them has a warning that comes with it.
What?
It's not about a password either. This microphone that I'm wearing says, warning, strangulation hazard.
Well, speaking of laughs, do you want me to show this now?
Well, yeah, I've been known to choke on this show, so that's good. Wait till you all see this. Walnutto Arts and Entertainment, where imagination means pigs can fly. Show them, Jane. This is now your mic.
Can
And there's your camera.
All right.
You want me to show it while you talk about it?
I keep, I've been talking about it on my Facebook page, Jane F. Hankins homepage, my public page. I've got 3 Facebook pages, but I only go to the public business page, and you do not have to be friended. You just come on, and you can like it. But
this is so cool, y'all.
Felt like I needed to do.
I'm going to show it.
Well,
Go
okay.
ahead.
I put up some Easter, as you can see, some Easter. Okay, there we go. There's my gas-filled, gas-powered flying pigs. Pull it up a little more. And these are the Smirking Mountains. And the title is Float High Above the Smirking Mountains in the gondolas of the gas-powered flying pigs. And if you'll notice, bring it down a little bit, they've got wings, but they're bloated, and they feed on the fartleberries, which actually blow them up.
Where are the fartleberries?
Well, see that little tree growing? Oh, God, you're going to make everybody seasick. Okay. They are so full of gas themselves. It's a helium-like gas, but it's very tasty, and it doesn't have a bad smell. If you notice, there's a few little putts behind that pig. And anyway, so the fartleberry tree is what keeps them going. So those are my flying pigs. As you see, they're all kind of zooming around, and pull it up a little more. Could you? I should be doing this part. Yeah, there's the title written carefully around the bottom, and it explains and the fartleberries can grow up in the clouds, but I like the expressions on the mountains' faces. That's why they're called the Smirking Mountains. They're in on the job.
They're in the mountains.
So that's my latest drawing, and that's how pigs fly in my imaginary world. This is part of a group of drawings. Bring it down a little bit. A group of drawings that I'm doing for a new coloring page set. And when I have 20, I have 9 more to do. I will be selling them at janefhankins.com. It's not a book. It's a set of 20 prints that you can color. And they're on really good paper, and you don't have to worry about tearing them out of a book. They're ready to paint, to color, to frame if you want to share with your friends and grandchildren. This is one the grandchildren might like to color.
There you go.
So enough about moi.
Wait a minute. Let's hear it for Jane. Let's hear it for Jane.
What's that? Applause? You're not getting nothing. I don't see anybody liking this. I don't see any comment.
Let's hear it for Jane.
Let's hear it for Jane. Well, all right. Okay, that went over well.
Tell
I'm gonna
them.
post it on my
Wait a minute. Jane's going to post it on her Facebook page. You can go to what? JaneFHankins.com.
No, well, that's my website. My Facebook and Instagram's under Jane F. Hankins, F as in fabulous. This is
Jade F. Hankins.
more drawings to come.
More drawings to come. As long as there are British mysteries, there will be
Well,
drawings.
actually, I get ideas
Because
from
that's when she draws them.
I get ideas from nature programs. I was watching 2 of them last night. Well, I'm seeing something coming up there.
Oh, yeah, we're getting tons of reaction because of the oops insurance I bought. How about that, Marianne Williams?
Hear me? But that's what I've been working on this week, and I was going to wait till Monday to debut them, but I think I may post them today. I've got all these paintings. These are my spring and Easter paintings behind us in the background.
Okay. All right,
And,
sweet.
And then there's all that dadgum wires that he has.
I know. That'll be your next painting. Jane could take these wires and turning into a fun coloring event for you and your children.
Well,
So,
thank you. See what I can
How about
do.
that?
I think I might fix some pancakes.
let's hear it for Jane. Let's hear it for Jane.
Is that applause? Is that fake applause?
It's a standing ovation. Are you kidding?
Is that what that is? Okay, cool.
Where am I?
Bye.
Bye, Jane. Let's hear it for Wait, I've already done that 5 times. That's enough. Okay.
Clean applause.
We also want to say hello to Erin Marquise of Mablevale, and she watches this show, and she is let me tell you, big time viewers of this show. Erin is the CEO and founder of Casa El Gato. Who knew? Golly, Erin, that is fantastic. Congratulations. We also want to mention Lori Fowler McCowan, who is a Central High School grad of 1981. Lori, I know I speak for all of us when I say, hail to the old go, hail to the black, hail alma mater, not does she lack. The only problem with that alma mater is when you get to be my age, and maybe Lori is starting to feel this, the old gold is older than it's ever been. The old gold just gets older and older and older. And a special hello to Cindy Bowerman, who on her Facebook page came up with a very interesting point. She wishes the media and the world would leave Kate Middleton alone while she battles cancer. And I read on a Time magazine post today on their website an interesting point that one of the reasons Kate Middleton didn't come forth with it right off was because she had to tell her children. And that brings up the issue of when parents, especially younger ones, have to deal with cancer. How do you tell the kids? Now, there was no inclination as to how she did it. They weren't on the inside of that, but it brings up an interesting issue. And Kate's kids are George, Charlotte, and Lewis, who had to be told because they're going to run across it in the media. And son of a gun, Cindy Bowerman, you were right on to something, and Time magazine picked up on your thought. How about that? It brings me to this, a shout out to Carti in their patient treatment center. They have a thing called The Bridge. And on The Bridge are all of these patient and caregiver services. And I witnessed Thursday cooking or eating well. It's called Eating Well with Chef Cobi. Chef Cobi started as a 14-year-old working at Backyard Burgers and got interested in food preparation, restaurants. He worked with his mother in catering. I met him at War Memorial Stadium over 20 years ago when he was helping his mother cater the press box. And he told me that it was a great visit we had. I had to be reminded. Nonetheless, Chef Cobi is now the chef at The Bridge and at the Carti Patient Treatment Center. And Chef Cobi showed us this tremendously healthy salad that tasted so good. Well, Jane didn't like it that I ate the garlic that Chef Cobi had.
What was up with eating the garlic?
Well, he had sauteed it, and he wanted me to try it.
Oh, okay.
So Jane was not real appreciative of the garlic.
Anyway, it's kind of fading now.
But the caregivers and the patients who were in attendance, why should you sacrifice lifestyle and enjoyment during this battle? That's one of the questions asked at the bridge. That life goes on, education goes on, inspiration goes on while you're battling. And I admired that. So anyway, and I want to say a special hello to Nathan, who also helped to facilitate that, and to Kelly. He's got a fabulous production facility that rivals this one. And you remember last week when I talked about people whose last names may indicate the jobs that they get and the career path they follow? Get this. The head of Carti, statewide, is named, you ready? Adam Head.
Oh, because he's the head.
He's the head of Carti.
I'm glad his name isn't
How about that?
Cartwright or Cartwright.
By the way, the comments that are coming in are agreeing with Cindy Bowerman over the treatment of Cape Middleton. So just want you to know. One other shout out. Brad Holmes, who is phenomenal. Tomorrow, he will be 24,898 days old. You figure. But congratulations. Any man who can sit there and proudly figure up how many days he's been alive, 24,898 days old. And on every one of those days, he's done a backflip, even when he was just born. He's phenomenal. He'll be that old, he can still do a backflip, and don't you forget it. By the way, next week, looking ahead, this is so cool. All of the affiliates from the Dolly Parton Imagination Library from every county in Arkansas are going to get together next Thursday. It's my pleasure to be able to welcome them to Little Rock at the Women's City Club. And that's, well, it's now called the Event Center. Anyway, they're all coming together to compare notes, talk about challenges and triumphs, because this means that Arkansas is represented by every county, which means, and this is how this translates, and maybe you've heard me say this before, forgive me if I have, 60,000 books a month sent to children between the ages of birth and 5 years of age. That's the first step. The second step, after they've learned to have books in the home and to love books and to share reading with their parents who also value the books, and to enjoy that moment when they get that book in the mail, the next step is in the first grade to learn that the letters make sounds, that two letters make new sounds, that letters put together make words that make sounds, that produce pictures in the mind, which is developing so quickly at that age. It can grasp this concept that has taken me over a minute and a half to explain. The science of reading. So here we go. Step 1, Dolly Parton, books in the home. Step 2, science of reading. Step 3, stepping in, yours truly. And our kids read. These are volunteers, almost into the thousands, who go into classrooms once or twice a week and work with children who have not quite grasped the science of reading or the very basics of reading. Because by third grade, if that child's not reading on grade level, that means either a dropout or prison bed. And it's been proven. The statistics point that up. So here we go. Dolly Parton, science of reading, volunteers from the community, stepping in to share the joy of reading, ensuring that there is nothing wrong with following a little bit behind, but that once you open the book, the adventure begins, and it is a magnificent adventure and beats the phone all to hell. When you read a phone and get off the phone, the one thought is, what did I miss? There's more there. I need to go back. Or you can get distracted, or you can become enraged, or you can become a reactor and not a reasoner. Books are slow thinking. Realize the story, build empathy, compassion for the character, and know that this is a story that you can digest and come back to again and again, because the book is the universe. When you hold that book and you're reading that book page by page, that's the whole universe. There's nothing else there like there is on a phone. Okay, sermon's over. Thank you all for joining us. Good luck on everything that happens this week. I wear the sweatshirt in honor of the Razorback victory over LSU last night in the bottom of the 10th when we had an early eclipse. That's right. The Razorback baseball team eclipsed whatever was happening on the NCAA tournament. It was so good. A double screamed down the third base line. A runner scores from first with a head-first slide, and over 9,000 fans in Fayetteville, and an old man who's retired from broadcasting in Little Rock scream in jubilation. It means we beat LSU, and we're going to win the series from LSU because we beat them 2 nights in a row. And on that positive note, thank you for watching Saturday Morning Live. Don't forget, this is posted on YouTube and edited by my brother Phil in Libby, Montana, who reminds you on YouTube you can watch it. Yes, Jane?
What? Do I butt in too much? I'll go finish.
Don't ask a question like that when we're closing. You may get a bad answer. Anyway, go to YouTube, Craig O'Neill, Saturday Morning Live, Arkansas. Craig O'Neill, Saturday Morning Live, Arkansas, and above all, hit subscribe. Because if you do, and we get enough people, I get the amount of money that you can use for a scholarship in Rooster Poot. Thank you all for watching. Join us next Saturday, Saturday Morning Live, right here on this Facebook page.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.